What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott. You're watching the #1 stop for all things theme park related and haunted attraction related. And wow, I'm in a new location. Yeah, that's right. Still in the same room. I figured I'd switch it up a bit, kind of test this out, kind of, be lazy and slouch back and sit in my chair. But I kind of like it. I kind of like how it looks more dark behind me and the light's more on my face. I don't know. Let me know if you guys like it down below, and I also put up a couple posters and such just kind of as a backdrop. I think no matter what though, I'm going to keep using this one. I think it looks nicer than just a plain white background. So, but let's talk about this centralized Fastpass location thing happening at the Disneyland Resort. Why don't we get magic bands? Who knows, but they're testing out these centralized Fastpass locations, and we're going to be breaking out each and every detail regarding them and talking about our different thoughts on what we think of them, if it's a good fit for Disneyland or if it's a bad fit. So with that being said, let's hop right into the video. Now before that, make sure to check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. Click that subscribe button if you're new here and you want to see more theme park related stuff with those bell notifications on. And lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park updates and haunt attraction news that you know and love. Okay, so what is a centralized Fastpass kiosk? That's what they're called basically. What is it? Well, basically what it is instead of going to each different attraction at the Disneyland Resort and getting your actual Fastpass, if you don't, because you can choose to use MaxPass for $15, which you can make them from your phone anywhere in the park. But if you don't have MaxPass, then you'd go to the actual kiosk, you'd scan your park ticket, and then you'd get a little return time telling you when you can come back for your Fastpass. So it's kind of like a little souvenir as such. But now you go up to these kiosks, which are in front of the Tomorrowland Theater, just right to the right of Space Mountain. You go to those kiosks, and it basically lists all of the different locations that you can get a Fastpass for. So right now they're just testing out on Tomorrowland. They're not placed in any other land of the park. They have one for Star Tours, they have one for Astro Blasters, and they have one for Space Mountain. And they have all of the different ride logos on there and the listed times for Fastpass return times if there is one. There's also a display kind of signage thing that looks kind of bigger, and it displays all the wait time, or all, not the wait times, but all the return times that you can get right there, so you know before you actually go up to the kiosk. Now there are only 3 kiosks in Tomorrowland, so this causes for a couple bit of lines. Now, because with the different Fastpass systems, there was at least 5 for each attraction. I mean, I know for Star Tours and Buzz they kind of shared it because not a lot of people really got return times for Buzz. So there was 3 for Star Tours, I believe, 2 for Astro Blasters, and of course there was 5 or 6 up at Space Mountain. So there was a lot of different Fastpass kiosks that guests can get Fastpass from and not build up a giant line. However, there's only 3 centralized Fastpass locations here in Tomorrowland for, I guess, 3 attractions. I guess it makes sense, but keep in mind you can get any of the Fastpass for any attraction at any of these little centralized kiosks in Tomorrowland. But it causes for lines, especially on a busy day. I feel like it's gonna get really crowded there. There are cast members that are helping people out, but I feel as if it's gonna get kind of crowded there as everyone's waiting in line. Those who didn't buy MaxPass and those who don't know how to use their phone didn't wait, or are going to be waiting in line to get these different Fastpasses. Now, for people who don't know how to use a smartphone, I know some older people don't, some younger people don't, and even some middle-aged people don't know how to use a smartphone. They are going to have a tough time because when you make that actual Fastpass reservation, they pop up on your phone. In order to view your Fastpass reservations, you have to check your phone on the Disneyland app with your link tickets that you have to link and check when your next Fastpass time is. Then again, you could remember it and you could just scan your park ticket at the different ride entrances, but that'd be a lot of work. You have to remember all of them, you have to log them down and such. So basically you have to log your tickets if you haven't already. Like my annual passport's logged in already, so every Fastpass that I make, it goes directly to the app. You have to log in your ticket or your annual passport to the Disneyland app to be able to keep up to date with their Fastpass times and know exactly where they are, unless you're just keeping track in your head. But then again, you have a busy day at Disneyland, it's crowded and everything, and you forget that fast pass time, then what are you going to do? You don't get to ride your favorite attraction. Keep in mind there are different language options, and there's also stuff for guests with disabilities, like little buttons at the bottom, to help make this process easier. But is it really easier? Is it really easier? Now, like I said, only Tomorrowland right now, just as kind of a test product. They have done away with all of the paper fast passes and everything they want to do electronically in Tomorrowland so far. Makes sense, you know, they're just kicking it off in Tomorrowland, kind of testing it out, because Tomorrowland is the land of the future, apparently, even though we're getting it all redone and such. But what do I think about it? Is this the right move for Disneyland? Honestly, I think so, and here's why. I do think that they should have at least one Fastpass kiosk next to the new ones to receive paper ones. I just think that people like them better. I think that it helps people keep track better, and it saves the hassle of trying to use your phone data or other such like that. Even though Disneyland has Wi-Fi, not a lot of people can connect to it as easy as most people can. So I think that they should keep a paper Fastpass location directly next to the centralized Fastpass location, especially since people like to keep them as souvenirs. I know I like to keep them as souvenirs sometimes, especially if it's like a ride that's closing down, like with Tower of Terror. You'd want to keep that last Fastpass that you made, the paper one, just as a souvenir. So I think that they should have at least one paper one. But the centralized Fastpass locations, I think it's a great move. Honestly, I feel like it'll be easier just if they add a bunch of them though, because 3 obviously will not be enough, especially for lands like Adventureland and Critter Country and all that, where it gets a little bit more crowded. So you'll need different Fastpass kiosks other than just 3. You'll need to scatter them around Tomorrowland, maybe somewhere right in front of Autopia, and then keep the 3 over by Tomorrowland Theater. I think Tomorrowland Theater is a great place to have them, not too in the way, because it's kind of like a vacant spot over there. And then Autopia you can kind of put across, maybe in the launch bay, maybe, because you know the launch bay is really not getting used for much anymore. But I think it's a good idea because you can just go up, you can click on what ride you want, scan your ticket, you're done. That's it. Like I know it was as easy as putting your park ticket in and pulling it out and getting that paper fast pass before, but honestly I think this may be a lot easier. Like I said, you literally just go up, you click what ride you want, you scan your ticket, it's on your ticket. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about the paper. It prevents a mess for Disneyland, because a lot of people would just throw, the people who didn't want to keep the souvenirs, they would just throw the paper on the ground or they leave it on top, causing Disneyland cast members to come, pick them up, clean it all up, or it to land on the floor where everyone can see it and kind of destroy the beautiful atmosphere of Disneyland. But then again, you got to look at the flip side of it. The whole thing that you have to keep it on your phone at all times, and you have to use data or the Disneyland Wi-Fi. Well, like I said, sometimes it's kind of hard to get on because it's not located every single place, is what I've noticed. I don't know, that's just me or my phone or my carrier or whatever, but I have not been able to get it in certain parts of the park, but I have been able to get it in other parts of the park. So it kind of balances. Who knows though? Like I'm not really 50-50 on this. I think it's a great idea, and I think that in a couple months or so, or even a couple weeks, that they'll start installing these centralized Fastpass kiosks in different lands and possibly even in DCA. I personally think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you all for the brand new centralized Fastpass kiosk that Disneyland is rolling out? Or do you think that they should just stop all this hassle and bring magic bands? Because I think they should bring magic bands already. Like, we were promised them like 2 years ago and we didn't get them. Yeah, we need magic bands for sure, because like you can literally use the magic band for everything, and I just think it'd be a lot nicer, especially with this new centralized kiosk idea. You can go up, click the button, tap your wrist, and then you're all good to go. You know, I don't know. That's a whole different video to talk about, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What you think about the brand new centralized Fastpass kiosk located in Tomorrowland right now. Just a test. If you don't like them, you can always take a Disneyland research survey. They send those out after every visit, I've noticed, or there's people there asking about your visit. So let them know what you think about the new centralized Fastpass kiosk as well. If you want your voice to be heard and you want Disney to really kind of look at the different fans' point of view and see what is best for their park. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe with those bell notifications on. We're always doing theme park related content and Disney related content, and the holidays are coming very, very soon. So that means all the spooky stuff ends very soon, and we can get in that holiday festive feel and go back to Disneyland and be magical and everything. And check us out on social media at SoCal Explorer Media on Instagram and at SoCal Explorer on Twitter. Lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park updates and haunt attraction news. I have been Scott. You have been watching SoCal Exploring. Stay magical, everybody. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace.